Let's talk about customer service and being an introvert. You may be working with other people, whether it's in a restaurant or hotel or any kind of a service industry that you're working with. Particularly on this show, we talk about restaurant. That's the industry we're in. And you have colleagues or, other servers you work with who are extroverts. And it seems like serving other people and serving them well somehow comes natural to them. And so today I want to talk to you about 3 very practical and easy tips as to if you are an introvert and you don't like talking to people per se, right? You are not the best at interacting with people and it seems as though it does not come natural to you. How can you also provide outstanding service and of course make a lot of tips? So the first tip I have for you if you're an introvert is to smile way more. It is not scary to smile. Listen, babies can smile. I have a baby myself who's 7 months old and he's been smiling for the last, I'm going to say 4 or 5 months. So you are capable of smiling and you can provide far better service when you smile, whether it's in the dining room, whether it's over the phone, on the register, it doesn't matter. Make sure you smile. Even when you get scared, when customers are coming in and you have all these thoughts in your head, oh, what if this, what if that? No matter what, make sure you smile. So the second tip I have for you, if you are an introvert, when it comes to providing great and outstanding customer service, is to be courteous. And how you show courteousness, if that's a word, is by using courteous words, saying please, saying thank you, I apologize, ma'am, sir. Even if you're an introvert or extrovert, it doesn't matter. Utilizing these words that show that you are a courteous person will get you great tips, will leave an impression, and all in all is able to make the customer feel served. So whether it's on the phone, when you're answering the phone, how can you be even more courteous than the way that you are, right? The way you carry yourself, and particularly I'm talking about words. If you can say, how can I help you? How can you make it even, how can you up your courteousness and say, how may I serve you today? Absolutely, sir. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, right? Doing those things, using courteous words can, again, it's a very, very simple way for you to provide outstanding service. Now, another tip that I have for you if you are an introvert and you are in an environment where you want to provide outstanding customer service is to be enthusiastic. Now, you're like, well, exactly, I'm an introvert. I don't show enthusiasm per se out in my face, right? I am enthusiastic, but you can't see it in my face per se, right? So let's talk about that. So if you may allow me, I'm going to challenge you when it comes to enthusiasm, because ultimately enthusiasm comes from feeling grateful for a job that you have, feeling grateful for this customer right here who's making it possible for this business, wherever you're working at, to be open so we're able to provide jobs for the whole team. When you are grateful, then you are also enthusiastic because you're excited to serve other people. Now, that is simply a posture of your heart, and that will affect the way you serve people. One of the things that I want to bring to your attention if you're an introvert is for you to ask yourself if you're providing a boring service. Nobody wants a boring tone of voice, people can't tell if you're excited to be here or you're not excited to be here. You come across indifferent. That has nothing to do with being an introvert. It has to do you not being intentional about a way that you're being perceived. So don't just say that you're being an introvert. That is the lazy or the easy way out. And what I'm asking you is for you to be way more intentional about the posture of your heart and the way that you treat other people. And if you are grateful for them being in front of you, that will lead you caring for them and serving them well. Mix that up with being courteous and courteous words that you use. You come across professional. And with smile, it literally is the 3 things that you need to provide outstanding customer service. Now, I'm telling you these things because I personally am an introvert, and though we've been in the restaurant industry for years ourselves, and I deal with a lot of customers, happy ones and not so happy ones, and a lot of staff and all kinds of stuff, I am an introvert. I don't like people. I don't like seeing people. I don't like talking to people. I like to leave me alone. When I'm going to a restaurant, I don't like anybody to recognize me. For example, when I go to somewhere else, I want to be left alone. I'm an introvert. But when it comes to service, you need to be reminded that this is not about you and it's not about me. It's about serving other people, especially if you're a server. That's why it's called being a server, right? We're there to serve other people and figuring out what they need, right? People want a moment where they can feel served, and you smiling, being courteous, and showing gratitude to them with the manner in which you treat them is the way to serve other people. Thank you for tuning into another episode of Making Dough Show. If you have not subscribed to the show on YouTube or on any podcast platform, be sure to do so. It would mean the world if you would leave us a review on any of the podcast platforms that you listen to. As well, on our website, Making Dough Show, we have a whole lot of resources for you for free to download, to utilize and implement and make some dough. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next week right here on Making Dough Show. Thank you. Bye-bye.